You're obsessed, nigga, because why the fuck are you going to my ex to try to get to me?
She's so pretty. She know they wanna, but she's so silly. They can't afford her, but all the boys there when she come around my way. Straight out the driveway, head to the highway. Red light, green light, that's the best move.
What? Good YouTube, it's your girl Livvia. Welcome back to another motherfucking video, and welcome if you are new. So today I wanted to do a story time with you guys. Like I wanted to do like a roll up, smoke with me, story time type shit. I've been watching mad story times on YouTube lately. I don't know why. My favorite person who does story times right now is Ricky. Her story times are fucking hilarious. Like I love listening to her. I put her on while I'm cleaning, while I'm doing my hair, while I'm everything. So I just kind of been in a mood to do a story time. But like here's the thing, I don't do story times for a reason. I don't do story times because my life is boring. Like nothing ever exciting or crazy is happening to me. And if it did happen to me, I smoke mad weed. Like I can't remember, which is really sad. Really sad when you put it in perspective. Enough chit chatting, we about to just get right into this. Like I said, I'm not good with story time, so bear with me. I'm about to tell y'all the story about how this boy was deadass like obsessed with me. I never watched the show You, but I know it's about a guy who's like a stalker. That's what it was giving. I don't know his name, but it was giving You. Like he was giving You. He was giving the guy from You. So we're gonna name this boy, we're gonna name him F. So boom, this started in 2019. I was freshly single and I was finally getting to the point, like I was going through a breakup, so I was finally getting to the point where I was ready to talk to other guys. Now I am not the type to like be on Instagram and like talk to niggas in my DMs. Like I don't like DMs. I don't like slide into DM. Like I don't like that shit. I don't know how I found this boy. I don't know if it was the Explore page or what it was, but he pops up on my Explore page. So I'm going through his Instagram. He has decent pictures, which is a shocker because, you know, niggas do not know how to take pictures, especially for the gram. They do not know how to take pictures. Like, they be looking busted. Like, I'd be afraid to show my friend his Instagram because I'm gonna be like, no, like, I'm gonna be like, no, like, I promise he's not ugly. I promise he's not ugly. But this boy was giving. Like, I would give him that. He was giving in his pictures. I like a few of his pictures. Y'all know the routine. Like a few of their pictures, and then usually it's into the DMs. I was feeling lonely, and like I said, I just got off my breakup and I just was finally ready to talk to other guys. So I never do this. Like, I never do this. I don't know why I did it for this boy. I think I was just lonely. But I liked a few of his pictures and then I slid in his DMs. So I slid in his DMs and we had like a simple combo. Hey, how are you? You look good. Where you from? Blah, 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 blah. And what a coincidence that F was literally from the same town that I was in. Like literally in the same exact town I was in, and deadass 15 minutes away from my house. So I was like, oh shit, like we should like link up. Do you smoke? Blah. He was like, yeah, I smoke. We can link, we could chill, blah 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 blah. So I was like, cool, when do you want to chill? Like, let's plan it. I was at work and it was nighttime and I DM'd him, and then when I got off of work, that's when I linked with him. Mind you, I got off of work at like 11. I'm over here, my young dumb self, I think I was like 20 or 21 at the time, my young dumb self meeting a stranger on the internet that I just met 10 minutes ago in Instagram DMs, and I'm agreeing to link with him. And I only thought it was safe because he lived in the same town that I lived in. Bitch, it don't matter. That's just dangerous. This is where one red flag popped up. I'm thinking this boy has a car because he's on Instagram looking all dripped the fuck out. He got this, he got this, he got this, he got a rollie, he got a chain. Like, I'm thinking this boy is dripped the fuck out. He got designer. The boy don't got no motherfucking car. He don't got no car. So he's just like, can you come to my addy? Like, and you know, I'm not gonna discriminate. I just met you. Like, I don't know your issue. You could have a car and it could be in the shop. Like, I don't know. So I didn't be like, no, you don't have a car. I was like, okay. I don't know about y'all. Like, I don't know if other females move like this, but if I can get weed out of a nigga for free, I am going to take that opportunity. I know that's right. So he had weed on him. I was like, ding, ding, ding. My brain was going, let's go. I get off my shift and I go to the address he gives me. I pull up. It's just an apartment complex, mad apartments. It doesn't look anything like creepy or dangerous, nothing. Like, it looked like a safe place. So I'm like, okay, cool. So far, so good. Now let's see if he's catfish. So I pull up to his house. I go on Instagram and I DM. Like, it's crazy. I don't even have this boy's number yet. And I'm over here like, hey, I'm here. So I go on Instagram and I DM him like, I'm here. And I'm telling him what car I'm in, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, I'm coming out. So he comes out. Bye, y'all. I didn't wrap this shit. I forgot to wrap my frontal and now it's all dry. So he comes to the car and I'm looking at him. The first thing I notice, he's not catfish. Thank you, God, because if I was gonna come across a catfish, like, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna not know how to deal with the situation. Like, my ass will just drive off on you. Like, I will dead ass be like, that's not you. And I will fucking drive the fuck off because I don't know why this light's on. Because, sir, no, you're not gonna play me. Like, no. He was mad tall. Like, I was not expecting him to be that motherfucking tall. The boy was tall. He did not disclose that information. I mean, it was a good surprise to see because, you know, I like a tree to climb on. And he had a beard. That's like a full fucking beard. A full beard. So he was really giving grown man, but he was my age at the same time. Like, he wasn't like older than me or anything like that. He was giving, like, I thought he was cute. I did. I thought he was cute. He knew how to dress. He had drip. Like, he was cute. So he gets in my car. He opens his mouth and boom, like, this is where I start melting because I'm like, you're tall. You know how to dress. You know how to take pictures. And y'all, this man had a British accent.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Bitch, I thought I hit the jackpot. I'm like, oh my God, like, yes, sir. Like, I could be a British girl too. I could be your rootless little madam. The rootless little madam you want me to be. That's how I was feeling. Like, I was feeling like that. But he wasn't just like a regular British accent. I don't know if y'all know, like, black British people. They have like a mixture of a British accent, and I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like British and patois. I don't know how to describe it, but that's how his accent was. So it wasn't just like any old British accent, but it was making me like it was it. So he gets in the car, and you know, I'm nervous. Like, I miss my 2019 self because I was much more like out there. I was bold. So I was nervous, but I was, you know, I was bold enough to link with this nigga on within the same exact hour. I just DM'd him. So he gets in the car and boom, he's like, hi. I'm like, hi. We're just talking. He's telling me how I look nice, like I look good, but I'm not catfish. I'm telling him too. I'm telling him like, oh, you're taller than I thought. I'm telling him I like your voice, like I like your accent. Asking him where he's from, like blah blah blah. You know, just a little chit chat. We rolling up. It's all good time. Boom, like good. It's all good. This is red flag number 2, baby. So then the blunt is slowly coming to an end, and that's like another thing. Like, when you're about to smoke with a nigga in the car, in the whip, like, they're expecting something. and I don't know why they're expecting something, and that's what he was expecting. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, I just met you dead ass like an hour ago on Instagram. Like, what are you talking about? I don't even want to hold your hand, nigga. Like, it's not even that serious. Like, yes, you're fine to me, and yes, you have a sexy ass voice, you have a sexy ass accent, but nah. Like, I just fucking met you, nigga. Relax. F is over here trying to, you know, feel up on me and trying to do the most. I push him away, and I'm like I'm not like that. Like, I'm not, we're not doing shit. The fuck? He's like, okay, that's fine, like, I understand. That's like the end of it, and he goes like in his house. So at this point, after that first little link, I really enjoyed it, besides him trying to feel up on me and shit like that, because I was just like, nigga, like, what the fuck do you think this is? Like, you thought this was a booty call or some shit? Like, no. I'm texting him like heavy. I'm like, I'm fuck my ex. I'm at this point, I'm like, finally I'm over my ex. Like, fuck that nigga. I got a new nigga. He got a sexy ass British accent, and he's taller than my last nigga. Like, please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. So, you know, I was really feeling myself. The second time we chilled, he came in a car. So I was thinking like, okay, he does have a car. Bitch, the car was a minivan. And it was not his car. It was his dad's car. One of his dad's car. Because his dad had like multiple cars or some shit. So I'm just like, okay, cool. As long as you have a car to ride me around in, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm always driving. Like, I'm dead ass always driving people. I'm always driving myself. I'm always driving. So it's like, whatever. As long as you have a car, I'm not going to complain. So when we would link, I would tell F about my ex, and F would just like, you know, just be there like listening to me and being like, oh, you don't deserve that, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that fucking shit. He was a really sweet guy, and I think that's what was another thing that it was kind of weird to me. Like, he was like overly nice. Like, I don't know, like, I need a little like attitude, nigga. Like, I don't know, he was too nice. I just don't like super nice niggas, but he was super nice. So he would comfort me, and then there was one day where he wanted to take me out on a date. Mind you, this entire time since we've been hanging out talking, he has not taken me out. I just been settling with smoking in the car. And it's like, I know some girls be like, that's not a date, and it really is not a date. Like, I would call it a date if you do it once in a while, but if you do it like occasionally, like every time you hang out, like, that's not no fucking date. So we would just always be smoking in the car, and I don't know what happened to him, but something happened and he hurt his leg. So he was on crutches, but he was on crutches for a while, like a while. And I got to a point where I was thinking like, I feel like he's just keeping the crutches with him, because this boy didn't want to drive, because since he was on crutches he couldn't drive. I had to drive. So I'm like, I feel like he just don't want to fucking drive. I low-key had that gut feeling. I don't know why. So he's telling me he wants to take me on a date. I'm like, okay, like, what do you like, where do you want to go? Then he said, I don't know where you want to go. And I'm just like, why are you asking me where I want to go when you're the nigga and you want to take me out on a date? Like, I hate when guys do that. If you want to take me on a date, you should already have it planned, or not even planned. Like, you don't need to have the shit fucking full out ready and planned, but at least have an idea in your head of where I want to take this girl. I don't know what you want to do. You're the one who's talking about you want to take me out. What the fuck? So then he was like, okay, let's go to the movies. I was like, okay, what movie do you want to see? Then he's like, I don't know, what movie you want to see? And I just got mad because, like I said, like I just explained, like, this is the same shit with the date. Like, what movie do you want to see, nigga? It was like, everything was like, me. And it's like, nigga, I want to hear what you like too. Not everything is just about me. Like, I want to hear your likes and interests. I want to hear what you do. Like, I want to see if we have common fucking interests. But, you know, at the same time, like, I love a little moment where I could just talk about myself, of course. Like, you know, everybody likes to talk about themselves, but it just got annoying. Then we got in like a little argument about it, and I got mad. I was like, F, you don't even know where you want to take me on a date. You don't even know what movie you want to see. So, like, what's the point? Like, there's no fucking point here. So then he was like, let's just get a hotel. So I was like, whatever. He's like, let's just get a hotel and we can watch Netflix in the hotel. At that time, it was already way too late to even fucking go to the movies. Like, all the movies were already playing of the movie that I wanted to see. We get the hotel, we check in, we go in, we go to the bathroom, and we hotbox it. So we turn on the shower, let that shit steam up, put the towel underneath the door, or just smoke it in the bathroom. It's mad funny because I have Snapchat memories of that night of me smoking in the fucking bathroom. So we're smoking in the fucking bathroom, and then boom, it finally gets to a point where it's like, okay, we're about to do something. Mind you, this entire time I haven't done nothing with this nigga because I don't know, like, nigga, like you're gonna fucking wait. As soon as it gets down to the little time to get, you know, freaky horny, I peep something that is like a big ass turn off for me. Like, I don't know why it's a turn off, but it's like a turn off, and it's like scream fucking run, bitch, like fuck no. So, you know, we're about to get to it, and I peep his fingers. Like, I don't know why this entire time I was not peeping his fingers, but I don't know, that day it stuck out to me. But his fingers, like his fingernails were long as fuck. And I was like, no, like, please.
Oh, baby, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Like, don't touch me, nigga. Like, your fingers is dead ass giving Edward Scissorhands. Like, I think I told this brief little story before, because that shit dead ass traumatized me. Like, your fingers are long as fuck. I don't know what kind of bacteria could be up in your nails. Like, your nails could be dirty. Like, ew, like, no. And he's over here trying to, you know, be like, boy, not with them long ass nails. Like, you gonna put your fucking finger up in me and rip up my insides. Like, it's dead ass giving Edward Scissorhands. You finna finger me and that's just gonna cut up the fuck up my insides. Like, nigga, nah. Like, I'm good. So when I saw that shit, immediately I got turned off. Like, it's funny because we was about to get to it, but I got turned the fuck off because I was like, no, like, nope. My shit is dry now. It's very much dry like Sahara Desert. So I'ma just go to sleep. And mind you, I had to work the next morning. Like, I think I had to work 7 to 3. So I had to be up and out of this fucking hotel. I deadass just laid down. I turned the opposite direction of him, and I went to sleep, and he was so confused. He was like,
What? Like, what's wrong? Like, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I just am really, really tired. Like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Cap.
I woke up at like 5-6 a.m. got all my shit, put my clothes on, took a shower real quick, and I dipped and I went to work. And I did not say a word to him. Like, I was out. In my head, I was thinking, like, I'm never gonna speak to this man again, because I was just already feeling burdened. I felt like you deadass just met me on Instagram. You was waiting to fuck me. You put in no energy, no effort. And I remember telling him, like, you say you really like me, but you don't put in no energy, no effort to want to get to know me or to want to do stuff. And he was just kept making excuses. Like, nah, I was not putting up with that bullshit. Like, how are you gonna sit here and be like, I like you so much, but then fucking not put no fucking energy up into that shit, nigga? What the fuck? Where do you like me? Where turned into him actually really liking me, because the nigga was fucking like obsessed. So I go to work, yada yada yada, and I get a text, and he's like, I hope you have a good day at work, boo, bye. Boom. I'm like, I don't even think I respond to that shit. I completely cut myself away from him. Like, I was just like, ew. Like, it wasn't just the nails, like I said, it was just everything. Like, he was just too overly nice. He was attractive, but like, I don't know, and I just didn't feel like I don't feel like I was gaining anything from him. Like, I want to be with somebody and spend time with somebody who can teach me stuff and fucking bring some type of value into my fucking life, you know what I mean? Like, and he wasn't bringing no value. He was deadass just like some nigga I would chill with and smoke with. But he liked me so much, but clearly he fucking is. I don't respond, and then he texts me again. I don't remember what he was saying, but he texted me again. I didn't respond. Then he texted me, and I responded, and I was like, honestly, I sent him a paragraph and I just explained my feelings, like, because I remember in this point I was at work too. I was at work and I was texting my friend and I'm like telling her about how I want to cut this nigga off and I don't know how to, because I'm not good at like ghosting people. Like, I'll be done with you physically and mentally, but like me expressing it to you is a little difficult. So, and especially like when I know like it's random and out of the blue, and I just couldn't like tell him that. Like, I just felt bad. So I was telling my friend like, what the fuck should I say, blah 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 blah. And she was just like, just let him know how you feel. So I just sent him a paragraph and I was telling him like, if I still have the receipts, because I remember I'm editing this video and I went to go back and look at the screenshots, and now that I'm reading the screenshots, I'm remembering what he really did like me. Like, I'm in this video talking about like, oh, he didn't like me, he just wanted to fuck me. Nah, he really did like me and he was trying to get in a relationship with me. And I remember the paragraph I sent was basically explaining to him like, I don't want that shit. Like, you can find somebody better, like, not me. So yeah, that's what y'all about to see. I deadass told this boy, look, you're a great guy and will be perfect for someone who's looking for a relationship and for someone to be with. I have nothing against you, but I'm just not into you. When I met you, I was not looking for a relationship at all. A distraction, but I realized how much attention you want from me and how much you always want to talk and shit, and I don't have the energy to do that with you. I'm in love with my ex, ew, bitch. And him been really good lately. I think I meant to say, oh, me and him been really good lately, and I would like to continue that. So please just understand this. I don't want to say it again. Thank you. And then he responded with this. He said,
honestly, I really like you. I just feel your vibe. I feel comfortable around. From the time I met you, I feel for you because I really like you and care. But you're such a sweet one. You're so pretty. You're that girl. That is my type.
what? Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
You're for keeps. I have a lot to say, but I'll say it when I see you again.
He was not giving that in person. So I responded and I was just like, I just don't know how you started liking me so much so fast. Because honestly, bitch, I was fucking confused. Because nigga, what? You didn't even get any fucking coochie. Like, how are you this obsessed with me, sir? He was like,
because you got all I need. And I get along with you more compared to any other girls.
that sounds like a personal problem. I was like, yeah, but you don't really know me. You don't even know my middle name. And he didn't. He didn't even know my nickname is Liv. I was like, or my last name. He said,
that's different.
how is that different? I said, like, you don't know the real me. He said,
I'll get to know all that. I know what you mean. I'm getting to know you.
like, no, you weren't. We were sitting in the car smoking our fucking life away. Like, you weren't contributing nothing to my life. But like, I remember telling him like, I'm sorry, like, it's just not working out. Like, I think we're just two different people. Some bullshit like that. And I deadass used the it's me, not you. Because it was deadass me. Like, it was deadass me. Like, I was just not feeling it anymore. Like, He was upset. He was calling me. I was not picking up. And then he was low-key going a little crazy, playing in my phone, in my text. And then finally he was like,
okay, like, it's fine, like, I understand. I wish you have a nice life. I hope you meet somebody who treats you good, treats you better.
like, trying to guilt trip me, some bullshit or whatever. I was like, yeah, yada yada. I left this part out, but then he started going on Instagram and Snapchat, throwing mad subs at me, trying to guilt trip me, posting sad shit and sad memes and all that shit. So I don't like that shit, so I had to confront him. I think I told him delete that shit, and then he said done. But I said, I keep telling you the same thing, you're not accepting it. And then posting shit on Snapchat, I don't like that shit. I don't like people like that. He said,
what I post on Snapchat isn't me, and that's just some shit I post. It's memes. Just ignore or block my Snapchat or some shit.
I said, I'm talking about you being in your feelings on Snap and saying all this shit, and I know you're talking about me, saying I left when you have no one. Y'all, he was deadass saying the most, like, depressed, like like, I'm lonely, I'm the only person left on this planet, I'm no good for, like, what? Like, you don't even know me. He was like,
I just be posting shit.
I'm like, I don't even know you like that. That was like my big argument. I don't even know you like that. He said,
Oh my god, it's a meme.
I said, that is not a meme. He was posting some NBA young boy sad rod wave quotes. Like, that shit is not no meme. And he sent one of the little sad shit, as y'all could see. I swear it was like some NBA young boy shit. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, this page. He said,
that page posts a lot of shit and it's facts sometimes.
Then he said,
I've also been in a long relationship.
I don't know what he was trying to say by saying that. That's why I put a question mark. I said, you're still posting it for a reason. He said,
since then I haven't.
I said, question mark, because, like, what are you even saying, sir? Like, you're not making any sense. Then he said,
I haven't been in no relationship in a long time. I am sorry if I'm bothering you.
He must have been crying typing, because, boy, this did not make no sense. He said,
why but just block me? Seems like I'm bothering you. And 8, not what I want. I want you to be happy. I never meant to come in your life to make you feel some way or some. I'm a chill guy.
Boom. Whatever. Bye. I'm thinking that I'm never gonna hear from this boy again, because if I cut you off like that, like, I don't even want to see you on social media. I swear he was dead ass, like, low-key harassing me. Like, he was messaging me on Instagram, DMing me on Instagram, and then Snapchatting me, because he had all my socials. So he was like just messaging me randomly and just saying stupid random things, like, and like trying to just really guilt trip me. So I fucking blocked him. A few months go by and I'm being stupid and I'm fucking with my ex again. And then all of a sudden I peep that my ex is following F. Huh? Like, why is my ex following F? I'm telling my ex, like, oh, how do you know F? And he was like, oh, I met him at a party or some shit like that. I don't know if it was a party or he was just kicking it at one of his niggas' house and he was there. But he was like, well, I met him and he was cool and he told me to follow him on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
That's weird.
mind you, obviously my ex don't know that I had a thing with F. So I'm looking at my ex and I'm like, you know, I had like a little thing with him before. And he's looking at me like, what the fuck? Like, my ex did not take shit seriously. So he was just like low-key laughing, like, oh shit, like, ha ha ha, like that's weird and random. Like, I don't know how to explain how his reaction was, but it was just, it wasn't like, oh, I'm mad, but it wasn't like, oh, that's cool either. You know what I mean? Like, it was like mutual. So I was like, yeah, that's weird. Like, but I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, whatever, because my ex hung around niggas similar to that, I would say, and they were both around from the same like country. Because F was like, I don't want to disclose too much information about this nigga. So after I found out that F was following my ex on Instagram, I unblocked F and I DM'd him and I said, why the fuck are you following my ex? Mind you, remember how I said I would rant to F about my ex? So he knew who the fuck he was. Like, I know he knew who the fuck he was. And the thing is, my ex didn't live in the same town as me. My ex lives in a whole other town. So it wasn't like, oh, we're all in the same town and I just know him from, like, no, like, I don't know how he knew him. And F just came to my town, like, I don't know, like, he was just still new to it. So I'm like, how the fuck do you even know him? Like, how? Like, it was, no, it was weird. So when I told him that, he was like, what's wrong? Why are you coming at me? He's like, oh, I just met him, like, he's really cool, blah blah blah, like, blah. Just acting like it was nothing. Uses this as like a little excuse to try to talk to me again. I'm just like, what don't you fucking get, nigga? Like, I'm not interested in you. So I was getting mad at this point because I'm like, nigga, I'm not interested in you. I already told you, I explained it. You're fucking messaging me on Snapchat, fucking Instagram DMs, fucking my iMessage. I think I had to block him in iMessage too because he was just doing the most, like doing way too much. Like, I already told you how I feel. I'm not interested. That's it. Move on with your fucking life. That's it. A few months went by And all of a sudden, I don't know what my ex was doing, but my ex would always like go out on the weekend and get drunk and whatever. And my ex was like so stupid. Like, he was like irresponsible. He was always losing shit. I deadass gave him a MacBook Air to use for school because he needed a laptop. This nigga left his whole backpack in class, and obviously somebody stole that shit. Like, he's just so fucking irresponsible. So he was always losing his phone. He was either always losing his phone or deadass like breaking the fuck out of it. Like, that shit would be smashed, like not usable. Like, he would have to go get a new phone. So my ex was out, he was getting lit, and then I guess at the same time F was there. F was at the same place that my ex was getting lit. So they were both getting lit together. And I'm like, you're fucking weird. Why are you hanging out with my fucking ex? Like, you're fucking weird. That shit had me so fucking hot, because I know he was doing it on purpose to make me mad or to try to get his way into back to me. This is why I'm like, you're obsessed, nigga, because why the fuck are you going to my ex to try to get to me? So my ex would always drink and get fucked up, like really fucked up. So he got fucked up and lost his phone. So I don't know if I was texting him that night, but I had my ex's location. If my ex watched my YouTube videos, hi nigga, I had your location for mad fucking long, because your dumbass put it on when you were drunk and left it on for like a year. So I had your location. But anyway, yeah, so I had my ex's location, so I was seeing his phone in the spot where like the Getty was, wherever they were drinking at, but it was dead ass like just staying there for like hours. It was not moving. And usually when it's like find my iPhone or whatever, or find people or whatever, it'll be like, oh, active for this many minutes ago. Like, that shit was hours ago. So clearly the phone was like dead. So then I'm texting his phone, and at this point it's going to green because I think it died. A whole day later or whatever, this nigga, my ex, hits me up through his mom's phone, and he's like, yo, I lost my phone, I don't know what happened to it, I lost it last night, blah 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 blah. I'm telling him like, oh, that's crazy, like, where do you remember, like, where did you last have it? And this nigga tells me, oh, sorry y'all, my camera stopped, but this nigga says, oh, I was playing music in F's car, and then I don't know what happened to it. Are you fucking with me right now? You are in F's car and you are playing music. And he's like, I don't know if it fell. I'm like, how come you didn't look? He said, oh, I told them to look and they said they didn't see anything. I guess F was with his boy. He told them to look and they didn't see his phone. I'm like, now mind you, my ex was like the total opposite of me. Like, I don't know, I'd be so skeptical of so many people, so many little things that be happening. So I thought that shit was mad fucking weird. I'm like, immediately in my head, I'm like, that nigga stole your phone. I know that nigga stole your phone, and he stole your phone. He got to you and he stole your phone because he wanted to get to me. Like, he wanted me back, because this nigga was dead ass harassing me on all socials until I blocked his ass. So why does he now need your phone? Like, that shit was mad weird. Like, I thought that shit was so fucking weird. So I'm telling him like, oh, did you look yourself? Like, you should have looked yourself in his car, blah, blah. He's like, no, but I'm about to try to go and link with him to see if I can look. So he tries to link with him. F is not answering the phone. He's not answering his DMs on Instagram, because I think he DM'd him on Instagram because he didn't have his phone. And then all of a sudden F is like in New York or some shit. I'm like, so y'all were just out last night getting lit. This nigga forgot his phone in your car. He was playing music, and now all of a sudden you're in New York in the next morning. I thought that shit was mad sus. Yeah, y'all, that's like the end of the story. Like, I have F blocked on all socials, so he's never tried to contact me, thank God. Like, he was dead ass like too much. Like, I don't know, he's never tried to contact me. I've never bothered to even search and see what he's up to or how he's doing, because this was like 3 years ago. So I want that man to stay far away from me with him in his Wolverine ass hands. Like, no thank you, sir. Still to this day, my ex never got his phone back. He had to buy a whole new phone. That's how I ended up not having his location no more, because when he got a new phone, my iPhone was off, so I couldn't see his location no more. But who gives a fuck, because I don't fuck with that nigga anymore. I don't talk to that nigga. Like, that was the story about how this nigga was dead ass obsessed with me enough to steal my ex's phone. And I don't know what he was trying to do, but I know it has something to do with me. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Let me know if y'all enjoyed the story time, if it was boring. Like, I don't know, this is my first story time, so like, let me know if y'all enjoyed it, if y'all want more story times. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Ain't gotta ever talk